Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to all the beautiful people in the diaspora. My people, this is St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. The diaspora, machismo. This morning, I am coming to you on the duties of the Most High, the highest calling, the duties of the Most High. People, I had to come to you today because what I noticed is the children of Esau, the Edomites, have been trying to scandalize the name of Yahuwahsha. They have been trying to call our Redeemer a liar. And they have been using his words to call our Redeemer, the Sovereign Prince, Yahuwahsha, a liar. Today I am going to dispel one of the rumors that they started that says the Son of the Most High, Yahuwahsha, the one who you call Jesus, is a liar. Right? People, it is important that we stay abreast, because when many are thinking that the world is coming close to an end and it is not, this world have a long time to go, right? But we have been deceived by the preaching that intend to frighten us. Hey, people, the world, Earth's history is nowhere near coming to a close. So right now I'm taking some time to invite a few people to come and watch this video with me, to come and hear what I have to say. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, that is quite okay. But today I am answering the highest calling. I talk about the Most High, the love of the Most High, the grace of the Most High. But while I invite a few people to come and watch this video, I'm going to sing this song that I wrote a few months ago. It's a song that I've been singing regular on these programs. What Yahuwahsha say, what the Most High say, I am going to do just what the Most High say. I'm going to bring my people healing. I'm going to send the devil running. I am going to do just what the Most High say. What the Most High say, what the Most High say. I am going to do just what the Most High say. I'm going to send the devil running. I'm going to bring my people healing. I am going to do just what the Most High say. He says, greater things than I have done, you are going to do. And everything you ask of me, I will give to you. You're going to move mountains, calm the raging seas. And those who are in trouble, you're going to give them liberty at the Most High say. What the Most High say. I am going to do just what the Most High say. I'm going to send the devil running. I'm going to bring my people healing. I am going to do just what the Most High say. People. Today we're going to talk about, listen to me people, we are in serious time. I will tell you this, it is nowhere near the end of the world, right? This world have a lot more to go. A lot more to go. Because when the Most High Sons return, he is returning to his coronation. He can only be coronated by a people who are ready to receive and to accept him. So more people, let us get into the words of the Most High today. Tomorrow we'll do with some social issues. But today we speak only of the things that pertain to the Most High. Let us approach the throne of the Most High. O great, supreme, and sovereign Most High Yahweh, I come before you this morning to thank you for another opportunity to speak of you and to speak your words. Father, put on my heart the thing that you want me to say to your people. Let that which proceeds from my mouth be only your words, my Father. In Yahuwah's name I say, let it be done. We're going to start with the scripture reading. Matthew chapter 16, 27 and 28. Matthew chapter 16, verses 27 and 28. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then shall he reward every man according to his work. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. People, a lie is a very extremely dangerous thing. Liars are very extremely dangerous person. Because for one thing, you cannot put trust and confidence in a person who is known to lie. Because you do not know whether his words are truth or whether they are designed to deceive you. A man who practices and is noted for integrity is always expected to practice truthfulness. Especially if he have developed a reputation for honesty and integrity, he is expected to always practice truthfulness. A lie can destroy lives. A lie have destroyed character. Lies have destroyed family. And when a man of integrity is caught lying, it do serious damage to his character. So it is important for people who need to be taken seriously, be truthful in their utterance, be truthful in their presentation, and be truthful in every aspect of their life. Because if you are not truthful, then no one will put any trust in you, and you will not be taken seriously. We must never forget that there are people who will hate us for one reason or the other, and will choose to fabricate stories about us and our character that will make us look bad, and that will have people put very little confidence in our integrity. We must never forget that in our community there are people who hate us for one reason or the other, and they will go to serious lengths to ensure that we look bad, to ensure that the trust that we have developed among the members of our community is eroded. And they will do so by lying on us, creating an avenue of doubt into whether or not those persons can believe us, or whether or not those persons can put their trust in our words, in our promises, and in our commitments. Lucifer was called the devil because he was the first deceiver. He was the biggest deceiver. Lucifer was such a deceiver that he was able to deceive holy creatures that exist in a holy environment, and to deceive them to their own demise. On social media this week, I came about a video where one of the sons of Esau the Edomites, was accusing Yahuwahsha, that's who you call Jesus, of lying. And remember, he did not only accuse him of lying, he made a valid point. And he used the opening scriptures to solidify his point that Jesus Christ have lied. He solidified the point that Yahuwahsha, the Son of the Most High, have lied. Listen to me, people. I, as a writer, you will never find any ambiguities in my writing. And I am just mere man. You will never find my writing contradicting itself unless it is a case where I had an understanding of a particular issue, and when my understanding evolved, my writing changed. But otherwise, my stories are always consistent and the same. So is it with the Son of the Most High. The Most High Son, Jesus Christ, cannot lie. This is the argument that the Edomite made to say Jesus had lied. In Matthew chapter 16, verse 28, it says, "Verily I say unto you, there be some of you standing here which shall not taste of death until you see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." What Jesus was saying to the people who were listening to him about 2,000 years ago, that some of you who stands before me here will not taste of death, but you will see me, Jesus Christ, or Yahuwahsha, the Son of the Most High, returning in his second coming. The fact that Methuselah is the only man who have lived the longest in this world. 969 years, I think, was Methuselah's age when he died. From since that day, the Most High have reduced the lifespan of man to 70 years, 70 years. So what Jesus spoke about over 2,000 years ago have not come to pass, because all of the people who existed when Yahuwahsha, when Jesus Christ walked the earth, is already dead. And the sons of Esau is using this to claim that the Son of the Most High lied, and he lied to the people who he's speaking to. But the question we are here to answer is, did the Son of the Most High lie? I say, the Son of the Most High was incapable of lying. Not that he couldn't lie, but he was incapable of lying, because lying goes against his very nature, who he was. So, Mr. Palmer, you would say, how do you justify Jesus telling those people 2,000 years ago that some of you who are standing before me is going to see me when I come? 2,000 years after, Jesus Christ has not come, and everyone who has listened to him back there is dead. There is not one of those people who stood and hear Jesus utter those words are alive today. How do you explain that, you may ask? There are some things that we have to take by faith. But this is not one of them. This is not one of them. I am declaring here that the declaration as is outlined in Matthew 16:28 is not a lie. I'm going to prove it. That Jesus did not lie. Remember, Lucifer is the father of lies. People, listen carefully. If you have been paying attention to the message that I have been putting forward over the past few months, you'd have learned some very important historical facts. Historical facts that would have opened your eyes to certain things, such as the children of the transatlantic slave trade are the direct descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not according to the Seventh-day Adventists who claim that we are spiritual Israelites. No, we are the direct descendants of Abraham, we are the direct descendants of Isaac, and we are the direct descendants of Jacob. That means Jesus Christ is my blood relative because he came from the same lineage. Hello, Monica Spreckman Brooker. We would also learn that our mother country, Israel, that is currently occupied by the Caucasians, is our original homeland. You would have also learned that the Roman conquered Israel in 63 BC. And you would have also learned, in order to make our book, this holy scriptures, as was given from Yahuwah's hands, pleasing to the people who it was not prepared for, acceptable for them, they went in and they changed the word of the Most High. They take out books upon books. They change passages to accommodate their whims and their fancies, to ensure that the Caucasians was pleased and feel comfortable becoming Christians. Remember, people, we are not Christians, we are Israelites. By blood, by genealogies, by nature, we are the chosen of the Most High. Christians are those who try to be like us. You have to remember that the Christians are those who pretend to be Israelites, but they do not have the promise. So what they do, in order to make the scriptures pleasing to them, in 325 AD, the Emperor of Rome, Constantine, ordered the canonization of the Bible. He gave the Romans bishop the authority to make the Bible pleasing to the Caucasians, for whom it was not designed. So what they did, they take out everything that expels them from the Bible. They take out everything that points to us as the Israelites, because they wanted to cause confusion among our people. That is why today the children, the descendants of the transatlantic slave trade, are claiming that they are Ethiopian. Some of them say that they are Ghanaian. Some of them say Their ancestors came from, what's that? Selassie Island, what's that? Ethiopia? Some of them say they are Egyptians. The Caucasians were successful in causing chaos in the children of the transatlantic slave trade. Now we don't know who we are. But now that the Most High have revealed himself to his people, now that the Most High have shown us who we are, now that the Most High have shown us who his son is, now that the Most High have shown us what are our relationship with him, the Edomites are now trying to cause confusion to say that the Son of the Most High have lied. People, they want to cause further confusion now that the Most High have revealed himself to us, now that the Most High have shown us that we are the Israelites, now that we understand that the book, the scriptures, not the Bible, the scriptures, which include everything that was taken out. If you notice, the Bible refers to the books of the kings, the records of the kings. The Bible refers to the book of Joshua. How can Enoch live such a perfect life that the Most High take him into heaven and he had nothing to say? Now that the Most High have revealed himself to his people, now that the Most High has shown his people that the one who we call Jesus, whose correct name is Yahuwahsha, is black with woolly hair, is black with woolly hair. They want to cause confusion, to say that he lies. But we already know that the Bible as we have it is tainted. It's a corrupt book, but it's not useless. It's a corrupt book, but it's not, because the Most High Son, Yahuwahsha, says that the Spirit of truth shall come and he is going to bring you into all truth, and he's going to show you the things that will come to pass. So the book is not useless, but it is corrupt, and we must accept that. That is why the preachers of Christianity, who was taught by the Caucasians, the Edomites, have been propagating that the Bible is perfect as it is, knowing that they have tampered with it. Because if you can find anomalies, discrepancies in a perfect book, then it cannot be perfect. We have to come to the realization that the Bible is not a perfect book. The scriptures is perfect. God's word is perfect. But the Caucasians, in their effort to keep us ignorant, because they know in ignorance there is disobedience, and in disobedience there is curses for the Israelites. And when the Israelites are cursed, the Caucasians prospers. It is in their interest for us to be cursed. It is in their interest for us to be disobedient to the Most High. Because when we are disobedient, when we are ignorant, we are disobedient. When we are disobedient, we are cursed. And when we are cursed, the Caucasians prospers. It is in their interest to keep us ignorant, to keep us disobedient, and to keep us cursed, because it benefits them. Why? Because the Most High is going to use them to whip us back into shape. And he will use them, give them the authority. He's given them the power to whip us back into shape so that we can come back to him. So it is important for them to keep us ignorant, to keep us in confusion. Because where there is ignorance and confusion, there's disobedience. Where there's disobedience, there is cursing. And when the Israelites are cursed, the Caucasians prospers. Right? Listen to me, people. Verily, verily, I say unto you, there shall be standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the son, coming of the Son of Man in his kingdom was placed there by the Caucasians to accomplish that which they are doing now, to try to accuse the Most High Son of lying. My God, never this happened. You understand? That is why it is there, to cause confusion. Because if they say the Bible is perfect as it is, and we know they have taken out books and passages, and they have replaced passages, we know that the book is not perfect. Because some important information are missing, and some useless information was placed there to accomplish the same purpose. You understand? Listen, you have to remember that these people are enjoying life. We are still their slaves. If you cannot get justice in a society by virtue of your race, it means that you are a slave. You have liberty to do certain things, but when you cannot get justice, it means that you're a slave. And always remember that. That is why they are able to shoot down the Israelites who are disobedient to the Most High. And there's no justice coming to them because we are still slaves. But they cannot touch the righteous Son of the Most High. The Most High had made a promise that He will protect the righteous. When the Most High speaks, it's not idle. It goes into the atmosphere. It manifests itself, and it comes to pass no matter what. No matter what it is, it goes into the atmosphere. It manifests itself, and it's come to pass. People have to remember, everything that the Most High words are living, it have life. Everything that the Most High touches comes to life. Everything that the Most High makes has life. He is the all-powerful God. You don't expect Him to make anything without life. He is the essence and the embodiment of life. So this earth we walk upon, it is not life as we know it, but it is a living creature that is created by the Father. Everything that the Most High creates, everything that the Most High creates has life. So when the Most High speaks, it goes into the atmosphere, it manifests itself, and it becomes reality. So if the Most High say, I will never leave you nor forsake you, the psalmist David says, I've been young, but now I'm old. Yet I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor the Most High seeds begging bread. Look at David's problem. David was running from Saul for his life. We don't know for how long, but it was an extended period of time. Saul was king. He controlled the resources of Israel. He controlled the armies of Israel. Joseph was an outcast running for his life. Yet David was an outcast, running for his life, yet David can say with pride, dignity, and confidence, I was young, now I'm old, yet I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor God sees or begging bread. That means even when David was running from his life, he knew he was not forsaken because the Most High had anointed him King of Israel. He was fearful for his life, but yet the assurance that the Most High anointing on him will bear fruits, it will manifest itself. And he will one day stop running. So when the Most High said, He give His angel charge over you, you got to be kidding. Once it was spoken, it went into the atmosphere. It manifested itself and it became life. People, the Most High is awesome. What or who the Most High protects, not even the devil in all of his power can touch him. People, don't be confused. Any discrepancy you see with the Bible, it was placed there to accomplish an evil purpose among the children of the Most High. And there are many. I have come about many discrepancies in the words of the Most High. I have come about passage that conflicts with the Old Testament, New Testament passage that conflicts with the Old Testament, but I know from whence it came. That is why we have to be faithful to the Most High. Because when we are faithful to the Most High, His Spirit which is here will come to us and it will guide us into all truth. And it will show us the things that will come to pass. People, don't be dismayed. Be faithful to the Most High. The Caucasians has messed up with the book. They've taken out what they want to take out. They've put in what they want to put in. Because they are the author of confusion. They are devils. They are devils. They are deceivers by nature. They are of the father, Lucifer. Remember I told you how Esau and Jacob's mothers were Rebecca with two different fathers. One father was Lucifer. One father was Isaac. Jesus Christ in the parable of the wheat and the tares explained it. And the Most High in Malachi chapter 1 says, isn't Jacob Esau's brother? Yet Esau I hate and Jacob I love. He said, I will hate the descendants of Esau forever. People, these people benefits. When we are cursed, they are not blessed, but they benefit. Because the Most High would use them to bring us back to Him. That is their job, that is their responsibility. The Most High is going to use them to bring it back to Him. Right? These people know. People, listen to me carefully. Listen to what you don't understand. They have studied the history of our foreparents. They are fully aware that when we are faithful, the Most High becomes extremely jealous of us. The all-powerful, awesome gods become extremely jealous of us. They knows He gets personally involved in our affairs when we are faithful. And I'm not talking Christian thing, I talk about personally involved in our affairs. I can tell you the story from my personal life. People, He gave Abraham the authority to fight against 5 kings with 300 men and defeat 5 kings. I'm going into the book of Joshua. I'm going into the books that was taken out. I'm just going to use what we are familiar with right here. He gave Samson the power and the authority to attack and defeat the Philistine armies by himself. Samson, one man, would attack the Philistine army by himself and defeat the Philistine entire army. And I'm not going into the book of Joshua. It will get ridiculous if I go into the book of Joshua. I'll stay right in what we are familiar with. He gave the children of Israel the authority to pull along the walls of Jericho without a sledge, without dynamite, just by their presence. That is how the Most High get involved in the affairs of his children when we are faithful to him. He tell Moses to point your stick at the Red Sea, and the Red Sea receded and allow the Most High children to pass. They know all of these about us. They know all of these things about us. Under Joshua's leadership, he did the same thing to the Jordan River, where the Jordan River part and allow his people to cross the Jordan and dry land. Joshua led the Israelites to conquer every nation on the other side of the Jordan. Nation who was stronger, nation who were more than the Israelites were, nation who were more organized. But when the Most High is fighting your battle, who can fight against you? No one. He said, Gideon, all it takes for you to defeat the Midian army of hundreds of thousands of men at 300 men along with yourself. 301 men. And Gideon destroyed the Midianite army without heisting a stroke. Because when we are faithful to the Most High get personally and intimately involved in our affairs. Faithfulness, not prayer. Faithfulness move the hands of God. Faithfulness to the Most High moves his hands, not prayer. Prayer is when we make our requests after being faithful. It's like a parent. If you are obedient to your parents, when you make a request to that parent, they willingly and happily comply to satisfy your request. Prayer is a request for help. Prayer is a request for protection. Prayer is a request for guidance. Prayer is a request for inspiration. That is what prayer is. But more important than prayer is faithful living, people. You can't make requests if you're not faithful. And always remember that. So the Caucasians, they know who we are. They know that the Most High is jealous of us. They know that the Most High has promised, the Most High declared that you are the apple of my eyes. Who touched you? Touched the baby of my eyes. That's what the Most High said. The Israelites, the children of the transatlantic slave trade. People, come to terms with who you are. Start living like you are representing your Father, the Most High, the King. Stop worrying about tomorrow, because he said tomorrow will take care of himself. If the Most High is going to take care of you, you worrying about what is going to happen is defeating the purpose. Because if he says he's going to take care of your needs, why worry? The Most High have never spoke a word that have not come to pass. Everything that he said he will do have came to pass. Everything that he says he's going to do he have done. And he have done it with grand style. Some of us have experience where the Most High fulfill his promise in our life. But still, we have that little doubt. We have that little doubt. People, don't doubt the capability and the ability of the creator of heaven and earth and the very existence of existence. He is not man that he should lie. Everything he says he will do, he will get it done in a timely manner. Remember the Christian praise, the Israelite live. The Christian praise because they don't want to be faithful. But the Israelite live in accordance to the word of the Most High. And the Most High said, when you live according to my word, before you ask, I am going to answer. It's an awesome thing. People, remember, there is no ambiguities in God's word. Anytime you find a conflict in God's word, anytime you find ambiguities in the Most High word, it was placed there to keep us ignorant, to keep us doubting. We have the Spirit of truth with us. Consult. Don't consult your pastor. You have access to the Spirit of truth. Consult the Spirit of truth by living faithfully. And he will bring all of these things to your attention. Even tell you the things that must come to pass. People, now that the Most High have revealed himself to us, now that the Most High have shown us who we are, now that the Most High have shown us that his Son is a representation of who we are, now that we know that we are the direct descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, now that we know that we are blood relative of Jesus Christ, Yahuwahsha, now that we know that we are blood relative of King Solomon and King David and even Saul, who was a castaway, we know that we are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We are the chosen of the Most High. You understand? Let me tell you something. I see a lot of intentions listening to African preachers and African this and sharing all of these African prophets. People, in the same way, it is not every Israelite who ministers in the temple of the Most High. It is only the Levite who ministers in the temple of the Most High. Right? Those Africans do not have the authority to be teachers of the gospel. No matter how much school they went to. It is only that is reserved for the Israelites. So when you are being deceived by some African who tell you he's a prophet and a bishop, people are being deceived. They do not have the authority. The Most High did not give them the authority. He gave you, even as a female, more authority than he gave any African. They must come to understand and to serve the Most High by our leading. That is why the Bible says, the nation, 10 men from different nations will come to you and say, we hear that the Most High dwells with you, and we are going with you to serve him. They can't go serve the Most High by themselves. You're crazy. The Most High is a God of all. That is why he make us his chosen people. That is why we are his chosen. Not for flim-flam. Not for show. Because we have the authority. We are whom he will use to bring every other nation to him. No nation is going to bring us to him. We are going to bring them to him. That's the order that was established and set up by the Most High. No man can change it, no matter how much doctorate he have. No matter how white he is, no man can change that. You understand? No matter which school of theology he went to, no man can change the system. In the same way that I, an Israelite, are not allowed to go into the temple of the Most High and officiate, but I can speak, I can teach. The same way, no African, no Caucasian. Caucasian doesn't have a right to the kingdom. They will never see God's face. Never, never, never see God's face. Never. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you like me, if you're Caucasians. I am telling you, Alan Palmer is saying that if you are a Caucasian and you like me, the reality is that you're not going to see the face of the Messiah. All of you Seventh-day Adventist brothers, do you think that the Most High will open heaven and show Ellen G. White all of these things and not tell her that those people who you have in your yard as slaves are my children, are my chosen? You got to be kidding. No, people, no. No. The Most High will never. He will show her the obvious. That you're not supposed to take advantage of my people in the same way you are enslaving them. The Adventists trying to justify the whites having slaves. No, 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 no. Before he show her things of heavenly nature, he will show her that slavery, enslaving my people, my chosen people were wrong. Come on, people. Simple, simple, simple. That's why the Adventists have been teaching y'all that you are spiritual Israelite, using strong, healthy, intelligent Israelite men to tell his Israelite congregation that they are spiritual Israelites. And if you hear them when they speak with such pride that you are spiritual Israelites, I have no spiritual Israelite, I have blood Israelites. The promise of the Most High comes through me, through no one else. People, I thank the Most High for his knowledge, his understanding, and wisdom. Most High, if I have not been clear, and there is any doubt as to what I would have said, let your Holy Spirit, let the Spirit of truth come into the lives of those people who are unclear, and let the Spirit of truth clarify that which I was unable to make clear. Most High, bless them, let them know that the Christian prays but the Israelite lives. Father, praying is important. Coming to you and spending time to you on our knees is important. It is important to submit ourselves and to make requests of you. But it is even more important to live in obedience to you. Because you said you don't want no vain oblation. Father, bless your people. It's my prayer. In Yahuwahsha's name I say, let it be done. What the Most High say, what the Most High say, I am going to do just what the Most High say. I'm going to send the devil running. I'm going to bring my people healing. I am going to do